Okay, so spring is fast approaching, and a lot of people out there might be thinking, you know, time to get out there, maybe change up the yard a little bit.
It's almost sprung.
It's almost sprung, yes. And I know if it were me, if I had a big, nice, fancy yard, I would just start like randomly putting things everywhere. Have no idea what I was doing. Does this surprise you at all about me? No, totally not organized.
You wouldn't even ask me?
I might ask you. You are the garden. You are the garden guru. Okay. Yes, but a lot of people don't have you as a resource. So we went out to Dennis's 7Ds out in Southeast Portland, and they have this really cool program. It is called Planscaper, and it helps people design their yard without having to pay the big bucks to have someone, you know, come in and
for a landscape architect.
Yep. Okay,
great.
So check it out. I'm out here at the Dennis's 70s in Southeast Portland with Dave Snodgrass. Thanks so much for joining me. And you guys have this really unique program where you're helping people design their yards.
Yeah, thank you, Jenny. It's an incredible program. It's for the do-it-yourselfer. And what we do is we provide the design and consultation and help all along the way. And the best part about that is that all of that service is free if you make a minimum purchase of materials.
Okay, and so it's called, again, Planscaper, and show us what this is here. That kind of guides people through it.
Yeah, this is a brochure that you start with, and so you would get this, and then this guides you all the way through the process, so that you start with a questionnaire, and this asks all kinds of questions maybe you wouldn't have thought about before.
Right.
But lets us know how you use your yard, what you're interested in, what your favorite plants are, if you have pets, if you want a garden. I mean, all of those questions that we always consider when we're doing a plan, we ask you for that input.
Yep.
And then so once we have that, and then you would also go out and collect all of your site information, and using this brochure folds out into graph paper where you can plot your dimensions, your site plan on here, so that we can work with that. And then you take pictures of your project. Once you have that information, then you bring it into us, and then we sit down and we go over it, and we discuss it, and make sure we understand what you want, and we'll help to guide you through what we would recommend. And then after that, then we take about a week, and we draw the plan up, and then after that, then we would meet, go over the plan. If there's any changes to be made, we would make those then. Any other considerations. Once it's a final plan and everybody's good with it, then you start picking out the plants.
Nice. And in this economy, I would imagine so many people are trying to go at it themselves, but they can run into issues when they start just putting plants everywhere. I think that's what I would do. So that's why this is so helpful. And so again, the service itself is free. They just need to buy some of the plants from here.
You have to buy the materials anyway, and so that's just a part of our program. And you're exactly right, Jenny, that most people do start without a plan, and the most important part of any landscape project is to sit down and really think it through and start with a plan. That way you make sure that you end up with something that really has value and protects your investment.
Right.
Really
and
important.
For someone, though, that does have the money and maybe doesn't have the time, you guys do offer a service where you'll go in and just do it for them.
Yeah, if there's some of the parts that you want us to do, maybe the hard parts, that maybe you have a drainage issue or the soil preparation, we can do the hard parts and then you do the rest. Or if you say, hey, you know, what would it take if you just did it all for me? We have that complete design and installation service, and so we can.
You've got it all here at Dennis's 70s. Well, thanks so much, Dave, for explaining the Planscaper program. Great for people, and for more information, we'll put a link to your website on our website.
Yeah, great. And you can either come in, pick up the brochure, or you can download this off our website.
Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Of course, we want to thank Dennis's 7Ds for sponsoring today's gardening segment. There are 4 convenient garden centers in Oregon, plus a landscaping and maintenance center. You can check them out online at dennis7ds.com.